6. The Prince of Pistoleers. Wild Bill and Charles Utter, known as Colorado Charlie, were once freighting supplies out of Wichita. Utter, somewhat of a wag, had riled a teamster to such a pitch that the angry man hurled a big stone at him, which would have killed him had it hit its mark. But the story goes, as the missile left the teamster's hand while his bill gun flashed, the bullet struck the stone and turned it from its course. It was a masterly shot, and won the applause of all. No wonder. And yet Bill made shots only a little less phenomenal. The late Joseph Wilstach, the actor, once told the writer that when he was a young man he had seen Wild Bill stand between telephone poles, fire simultaneously with a revolver in each hand, hitting both poles. Another of Bill's feats was to cut a chicken's throat with a bullet at a distance of 30 paces, without breaking its neck or touching the head or body. It was also wont for amuse his friends by driving a cork into a bottle without breaking the bottleneck. He was able to hit the dime at 50 paces 9 times out of 10. These feats are all the more remarkable when it's taken into account that he fired from the hip without taking deliberate aim. The old residents of Hays County teem with the stories of Bill's pistol. One day he was walking along the street when he observed a ripe apple hanging on a tree. Pulling 2 revolvers from their holsters, he shot with his left and nipped with his stem. And the apple fell into his right revolver and pierced it with a bullet. On another occasion, he was riding from the thwarts with General Custer. Bill pointed out a knot on a telegraph pole and remarked that he wanted to see how many bullets he could put in it as he rode at a gallop. He fired all 6 chambers of the revolver, and every bullet hit the knot. This telegraph pole was pointed out for many years by the residents of Hays County as an example of Bill's remarkable marksmanship. During the last years of his life, according to L.S.E. Pierce, Bill used 2 Colt .45 caliber cap-and-ball revolvers without triggers. He was a pole shot. When he grasped the butt of his revolver, his thumb would rest on the hammer, and the instant he had drawn the weapon clear of the holster in its own weight, he would cock it. Bill had only to lift his thumb, and there was another death from the record. The hammers were ground smooth, so they would slip easily under the thumb when pressure was removed. A story is told that, meeting the stagecoach a few miles out of Deadwood, Bill dismounted and took a seat alongside the driver. For the amusement of the passengers, as the coach rolled along, he took 8 shots at squirrels. He neglected, however, to recharge his pistols, little thinking that road agents were about. A band of these worthies, 5 in all, had learned that the oncoming coach contained a considerable amount of currency in the strongbox consigned to Wells Fargo express agents. Suddenly, Bill and the driver discovered 5 horsemen ahead of them, each rider heavily armed, wearing a mask. The men dismounted and had one of them grab the bridle of the leaders, crying out, "Up with your hands, all of you!" Bill's hands went up, blazing. With 4 rapid shots, he dropped 4 of the outlaws. Necessity caused them to cease firing. The one man still on his feet leveled his sawed-off shotgun at him and ordered him to get down off the coach. Bill recognized the voice. It was Mickey Rose, the Cheyenne barkeeper. "So is that you, Mickey?" he replied, and rising from his seat, he hurled one of his empty pistols at Mickey with such accuracy that the heavy weapon stuck the head of the desperado and smashed his skull. "Well, I've saved the vigilantes a little job that time," Bill remarked, studying the bodies of the victims. It is necessary to add that for this incident, which outshines even the stories of the McCollum's massacre, the writer has been unable to unearth any supporting evidence. If it had really happened, both Young and Pierce would have referred to it, which they did not.